I've hit the record button now, it's too late. Hi everybody, welcome back to some more early morning barking, talking about BPD and MPD by somebody that has both. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and do all the socially things scrolling past you on the screen right now. A little reminder that we have the Patreon Discord, which is awesome, and if you're on there, you can call into the live show that is probably going to be happening next week, and from then on a Friday or Saturday. So hop on over to patreon.com/earlymorningbarking, sign up there, and get the podcast and the Discord and all the other stuff. Today feels like a bit of a weak one, but stay with me. It's important. Sometimes we have to do these videos that are fairly straightforward and fairly obvious, and there's a reason why. We have to do these things to remind ourselves, because we forget the obvious. Because it's obvious, we put it off to one side. We forget about it. And it's important still. It's so important that it's obvious and we have to remember it, but we don't. So I'm going to talk to you about friends today. I've been and seen a friend today. I've chatted with friends on WhatsApp today. I've posted things on Facebook. I've interacted a little bit on the Discord, and I think those people are becoming friends as well. It feels good to do that. And it feels good for a number of reasons. And I get this benefit from both sides, right? There's a BPD side and an MPD side. Now, the BPD side wants to have friends. Friends are important. The BPD side gets lonely and sad, and when he's unoccupied, starts ruminating and gets wrapped in a blanket of sadness and a blanket of meh and feels crap. So BPD Rich loves having friends. But BPD Rich is also paranoid that people don't like him, that people are really tolerating him, that people just put up with him because he was sort of just there. And MPD Rich has problems too, right? Because MPD Rich didn't need any more friends. MPD Rich had all the friends that he needed and was fine. Because I have the best friends, right? Really the very best friends. No better friends anywhere. So what's the point in talking to anyone else? I love it when this stuff comes out and I sound like Trump. It's hilarious to me. And so the MPD side is superior. It's like, why would I want to be friends with you? Like, with you. There's both angles on that. Why would I want to be friends with you? And why would I want to be friends with you? And ultimately, this stops you having friends. And if you're like me and you've got both situations going on, then the MPD side's a bit of an arsehole, and we hate MPD Rich in this sense. We really do. This is the most cringe-worthy bit of Rich over here. The MPD with friends bit. Don't like that bit. And then we have the sadness lonely bit. And these things don't mesh, right? These things don't go well together. This ends up with you just being sat miserable because you've either got this MPD stuff going on or the BPD stuff going on or both. And this is one of those times where they complement each other. I don't need more friends. They're just going to hurt me. They don't like me anyway. And so who cares? Who cares? I'm great. I'm great on my own. It's their loss, right? The MPD will jump in and take off with what the BPD has started with. I fell off my chair there a little bit. You saw. And so to start doing things that result in getting friends can be difficult. It can be really hard to do. And it will keep you stuck. It will keep you in your place. Which is awful. Because none of us want to stay where we are. I mean, look, we're human beings. Growth is the point. But especially when the place we're growing out of is a shit-filled swamp thing that we're trying to just get out of, right? We want to grow. We want to become bigger people. And that means getting out in the world and making friends with people. You can't be big and happy without friends. You can't. So you've got to do it. You've got to bite the bullet. But once you do it, you've got to be careful. Friends aren't therapy, right? This is something I've had a habit of doing in the past. And it's very important because if part of you is paranoid that people are putting up with you and don't like you, we can at least do some things to minimize this, right? It's entirely feasible people might be putting up with you. Right? I don't know your friends. I don't know you. Right? But they're there still. So maybe we can get something back. And one thing I think a lot of us on both PDs have a habit of doing is oversharing and treating friends like therapy. Because they're people we talk to, right? And friends are like, I'll always be there for you. You can talk to me anytime if you need help, whatever. All of that. And they mean it. God bless them. They really do. I've been in group for 2.5 years now. Right? I would expect that with all the love in the world, the person who cares about me the most, my bestest friend ever, whoever that may be, actually, I'm not going to start ranking people. I think after 2.5 years, they'd have gotten fed up. I think that it's not their job to be a full-time therapist. Friends are part-time therapists. Friends are temporary therapists. Because most people don't have the problems we have, right? They can be sad for a little bit and friends comfort them, and that's fine. That's what friends are for. But friends aren't therapy. Friends aren't 2.5 years of listen to my darkest shit. That's how you upset people. That's how you, I think, push people away. And you have to be careful not to overshare. Set boundaries for yourself. And on the MPD side of things, also set boundaries for yourself. Something I like to do when meeting new people, and I don't really do this consciously anymore. This was how I started. We're going to pick a few things that aren't going to bother us today. There are things that piss you off about people. You can do a top 5 things that piss me off about other people. That's easy, right? And when we're doing this, if you're starting to think like this, keep it reasonable. You know, keep it to things you're likely to encounter. And just say to yourself, not today. Today I'm going to look at those things and where I would have gotten mad, where I would have felt that anger building up inside me. Today, I'm going to laugh. Inside, I'm going to giggle and go, oh my God, you do that. Right. And if necessary, depending on whatever the thing is, come up with a response. Come up with a thing that you can say when that thing happens. Oh, that's great. Brilliant. Yeah, very good. Whatever. Something positive. Something that isn't, oh, for fuck's sake. Practice ahead of time. Decide what your reaction is going to be if any of these things come up. And a couple of them will, and you do it. Try it. That's the equivalent of the thing I always talk about deciding I'm not going to be angry today. I'm going to react positively. And this is the same thing. Set some boundaries on your narcissism ahead of time and give it a day off. Then give it the next day off. Then give it every other day off. Just stop it. You know what I'm saying anyway. Friends are important. We have to set appropriate boundaries to protect them from us sometimes. And, you know, you keep your own boundaries to be protected from other people. They're going to be very personal to you. But friends in general, you want those. And doing things to make new friends. Look, this isn't a video on how to make friends. Do whatever you can do. Is it hard? Join a club, do a night class, all the things people say about making friends. This hand won't calm down today. I encourage you to give it a go. So much. Like I say, this stuff seems obvious. Oh, do you need friends, Rich? Really? I forgot that for like a decade. Really? Yeah. It's obvious. It's straightforward. Yes, we need friends. We need people in our lives. We need this to be able to grow and get better and evolve. But I forgot. You might have forgotten. I have to say this. I have to point it out. And I, to be honest, would like to make a more positive video where the message is that having friends is a good thing, because there's been a lot of misery around these parts of late. Have a good weekend. If you're watching in the future, this was a Friday video. You take care. I'll see you later. Bye.